Imagine a plane flying from New York to Los Angeles. A tiny 3-degree adjustment at takeoff, a mere 80 inches, seems insignificant. Yet, that plane would land closer to Tijuana, Mexico, than its intended destination. This is the power of our habits. Seemingly minor changes in our daily routines can alter the trajectory of our lives in profound ways, for better or worse. We often believe that massive success requires massive action, but it's the tiny, almost unnoticeable improvements that create incredible change over time. A cue triggers a craving, which motivates a response, which provides a reward that satisfies the craving and reinforces the loop. A phone buzz leads to a desire to know who messaged, which leads to picking up the phone, and finally, solving the mystery. To engineer better habits, we must manipulate these 4 stages. The math is compelling. Improving by 1% every day for a year results in being nearly 38 times better, while declining by 1% daily brings you close to 0. The cardinal rule of behavior change is that what is immediately rewarded is repeated. Bad habits stick because they offer immediate pleasure. To make good habits last, add a bit of immediate reinforcement. Progress itself is a powerful reward. So use visual trackers like moving a marble for each completed task or simply crossing a day off a calendar. These little wins are motivating. And if you slip, remember the rule: never miss twice. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new bad habit. To break a bad habit, you must make it immediately unsatisfying. An accountability partner can introduce an immediate social cost for failure. A formal habit contract, which specifies a punishment for not following through, makes the consequences concrete and immediate. By thoughtfully designing our habits to be obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, we can move beyond simply floating through life and begin to build the identity of the person we truly wish to become, one small change at a time. You cannot change a habit you aren't aware of, so you might start with a habit scorecard, listing daily behaviors to bring them into conscious awareness. Vague goals fail, so use a specific implementation intention like, I will read for 15 minutes at 6 a.m. in the spare bedroom. You can also use habit stacking, linking a new habit to an existing one, such as, after I brush my teeth, I will stretch for 5 minutes. Your environment is a powerful, invisible hand, so design it for success. Place a book on your pillow or your guitar in plain sight. To break a bad habit, the inverse is true. Make its cues invisible. Eliminate them from your environment by putting your phone in another room or removing junk food from the house. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. The anticipation of a reward, driven by a dopamine spike, is what motivates us. We naturally gravitate toward the path of least resistance, so you must reduce the friction associated with good habits. Make them convenient. Prime your environment by laying out your workout clothes the night before. To overcome procrastination, use the 2-minute rule. Scale your habit down into a tiny, easy-to-start version. Run a marathon becomes put on running shoes. Master showing up first, then build momentum. To break a bad habit, you must do the opposite and increase the friction, making it impractical to perform. Unplug the TV after each use or leave your credit cards in the car when shopping. You can leverage this with temptation bundling, pairing an action you need to do with one you want to do, like only watching Netflix while on the treadmill. We are also heavily influenced by the groups we belong to, so joining a culture where your desired habit is the norm, like a book club or fitness group, is incredibly effective. You can also reframe your mindset to focus on the benefits. Fitness isn't fatigue, it's building health. To break a bad habit, you must make it unattractive by highlighting its negative consequences to drain its appeal. When we begin a new endeavor, we expect linear progress, but in reality, the most powerful outcomes are delayed. This initial period of little visible progress, what author James Clear calls the valley of disappointment, is where most people give up. Behavior change occurs on 3 levels: outcomes, processes, and identity. Instead of focusing on the outcome, the best way to change is to focus on the person you wish to become. The goal isn't just to run a marathon, it's to become a runner. When a desired trait is part of your identity, your behaviors align naturally. Every workout is a vote for being an athlete. Patience is crucial. This is why it is more effective to focus on systems rather than goals. A goal is the result you want, while a system is the process that leads to it. While winners and losers often share the same goals, it's the system that differentiates them. Goals are momentary changes. After running a marathon, motivation often fades. They also create an either-or conflict where you either succeed or fail, ignoring the progress made. Goals set a direction, but systems are what make progress happen. The most effective system for change goes deeper than just actions. It targets identity. All habits, good or bad, operate on a 4-step feedback loop: cue, craving, response, reward. First, we must make the cues for good habits obvious. Second, we need to make the habit attractive. Third, the habit must be made easy. Habit formation is about repetition, not time. Finally, a habit must be made satisfying.